I put a video on my TikTok asking people to ask me any questions about freelancing. I'm a top 1% freelance on Upwork. I've been freelancing for 3 years and I would love to help you change your life with freelancing because it's certainly changed mine. I advocate a lot for freelancing on platforms like Fiverr and Upwork and also LinkedIn. And Chloe's got a good question here about setting up contracts and invoicing if you're not using a platform. So invoicing is actually really easy. There are certain things that need to be on an invoice, so you need to make sure that they are like legally compliant by adding that information, but as you can see, none of it is difficult. I actually just use a really rubbish invoice system and I create the invoices every single month using Microsoft Word. I use a template and I just like create a copy and edit the details. That is not very sophisticated and it's something I've been meaning to change for ages, but I'm a bit of a creature of habit and I'm really terrible at optimising my own processes sometimes, and invoicing is certainly a place where I have just allowed it to carry on for longer than it should have done. So what I wish I'd done, and which I'm just starting to do now with an accountant, is use something like QuickBooks, because you can send invoices from QuickBooks. It makes it really easy. It keeps all the data stored. It also helps you manage like when they've been paid, sending chase emails automated, that kind of thing. So don't do my Microsoft Word thing, do QuickBooks, but know that Microsoft Word is enough if you wanted to do something that was kind of comfortable to you, which is why I've done that. My invoices on Microsoft Word have actually got me like kind of, they're good enough that clients should respect and pay them. I had one client years ago who wasn't refusing to pay me but was taking a very long time to pay me, and I did feel confident enough that my invoicing and my kind of emails and my contract, which I'll get onto in a minute, was good enough that he should have paid me. And after threatening legal action, as in going to small claims, he did pay me. So clearly that kind of admin is perfectly fine if that's where you were comfortable. But as I said, I would really just jump straight into it and get into something like QuickBooks because it just makes your life a lot easier. In terms of contracts, you should probably think about getting someone to help you create like a contract for a freelancer. You can put all sorts in the contract, like cancellation fees or late payment fees, or, you know, ask them to commit to a certain amount of months, that kind of thing. I don't really use like official contracts and I really should, but again, let this be a note that it's actually a lot easier to start than you might think. You can just jump in, and what I would use is like an email contract where I would scope out the work in an email, make it very clear what was being done for what cost, and have the client confirm to me that they were happy via email. I think that's not the most sophisticated way to do it, but it's perfectly fine and it's served me for 3 years. That's the takeaway here. It's easier than you think, but better for you to kind of do it properly if you like. But I've got away with it for 3 years without being proper about it, so you'll be absolutely fine.